I think the president has been clear that this is a vigorous debate in Iran, between Iranians, about their leadership. While at the same time, the president has strongly maintained that there are universal principles, such as demonstrating in peace and not feeling threatened.
Well, officials in Iran told the media there, or the word got out, that they were accusing the U.S. of meddling in internal affairs, calling it intolerable. That's the response you heard from the White House press secretary, and you also saw just a glimpse of some of the cell phone video that we're getting from some of those protests, many of them violent. We just don't know the extent of them because the reporting on the ground is still sketchy. As we continue to look at some of these images that are coming out, really via Twitter and links through Twitter to other uplinks, it's pretty amazing to see this in Tehran.
The Pope spoke in a code which was implicit and understood support for the forces of freedom. The code the administration is using is implicit support for this repressive, tyrannical regime. We watched the Gibbs say that what's going on is vigorous debate. The shooting of 8 demonstrators is not debate. The knocking of heads, bloodying of demonstrators by the Revolutionary Guards is not debate. The arbitrary arrest of journalists, political opposition, and student is not debate. And to call it a debate and to use this neutral and denatured language is disgraceful. Beyond that, the point here is no longer elections. The reason that at least 8 have died is not because they wanted a recount of hanging Chads in the outer precincts of Isfahan. What they wanted is to no longer live under a tyrannical, misogynistic, repressive, incompetent, and corrupt theocracy. And that's what the demonstrations and the moment is all about. It's about the regime. There's an opportunity. Revolution is going to happen one way or the other eventually, and this theocracy will fall. It may not happen now, but it ought to be supported because it might happen now, and it would change the world if it did.
If this continues, this semi-hands-off approach, or some would say full hands-off approach, what happens on the ground?
If you're a demonstrator in the street, you want to hear that America is behind you. With communication and other means, as we helped Solidarity in the 80s with printing presses and other stuff, we ought to declare ourselves, no, it looks as if America wants stability, engagement, and negotiations with the existing regime. And when you get that message in the street, it is highly discouraging.